Before the new update on this Pooh Shiesty and Gucci Mane situation, it was already bad for Gucci Mane. But it just got worse. And Gucci Mane is now in a situation that I don't think really gonna end well for Gucci. It's a lose-lose either way.
Suspects involved in the robbery and kidnapping of rapper Gucci Mane have been arrested. Officials say the alleged ringleader behind the attack was rapper Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty
has been on top.
Yeah, I love when the white news.
Yeah.
It says rapper Pooh Shiesty.
Pooh Shiesty. Braseda Olguin has been on top of this story and has the latest.
Aside from learning that the 9th and final suspect has been arrested, we've been able to obtain video which shows the FBI at Pooh Shiesty's home the day he was arrested. Take a look at that video. This happened in Memphis. Federal authorities say Shiesty was the ringleader behind the attack on Gucci Mane here in Dallas. That incident happened back in January at a music studio located off Dallas Parkway. The DOJ says Gucci Mane and 2 others were allegedly kidnapped and robbed at gunpoint. They say 9 people were involved, including Pooh Shiesty's father and Big 30. For background, Pooh Shiesty signed on to Gucci Mane's record label back in 2020. And according to the DOJ, Pooh Shiesty is the one who set up the meeting to discuss his recording contract.
As alleged,
Just want to talk to you.
We got 9 niggas with him. All of them got Shiesties on.
Williams Jr. produced an AK-style pistol and forced one of the victims to sign a release from the recording contract at gunpoint. The remaining conspirators displayed firearms and robbed the other victims of Rolex watches, jewelry, cash, and other high-value items.
We knew from the very beginning of this indictment that Gucci Mane was snitching and working with them folks, and that Gucci Mane identified Pooh Shiesty and snitched on Pooh Shiesty. Now, Pooh Shiesty robbed Gucci Mane and an off-duty officer and a bunch of white folks who are rich while he was on an ankle monitor. So, Pooh
Damn,
Shiesty
hold on.
You heard it. You heard it. And he pistol whipped up.
This nigga was on the box and he did it while he was on the box.
You know that?
You ain't supposed to leave the state.
So what? He had to get straight.
So he left Memphis.
Yeah.
Travel with me. If I'm wrong, just tell me something. He left Memphis.
Went to Texas.
Went to Texas with his pops and a crew of people armed.
He was just trying to get his paperwork signed. Then he stopped at
the Staples.
printed up that contract.
Printed up a contract written in crayon.
Written in crayon to say, I release Pooh Shiesty. That's all it said.
Right. And to date,
Pooh Shiesty can have everything I ever had from him back forever.
And he did all this with an ankle monitor?
With an ankle monitor on. And then he went there.
I wonder how much time he got to back up on parole. He probably ain't got...
right, we're not even talking about the new robbery.
No. Not the new charges. I wonder how much time he has to back up on. He probably got probation. He probably still on parole.
Yeah. What he owe him? I don't know. The feds only make you do 85. I don't know. We'll let Flacco do the actual reporting.
Yeah. We're just
we in the balcony talking shit.
But the thing with snitching, there ain't no halfway snitching or halfway telling, especially in this situation. You see, Gucci Mane did what he did by identifying Pooh Shiesty to the police officers and to the feds and getting Pooh Shiesty this indictment. But after the update we just got, after it was announced, the feds don't really got too much on Pooh Shiesty, his daddy, or Big 30. They don't really got that much on them. And they admitted that. They are relying heavily.
Oh, yeah, I heard that. They said they don't actually have a tape. But I've heard there's a tape out there.
On witnessed account of things. They're relying heavily on people who were present to tell and snitched on Pooh Shiesty. That means that Gucci Mane got to take this stand or risk Pooh Shiesty walking.
New development tonight in the arrest of Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty. He and 8 others are charged with kidnapping rapper Gucci Mane. Shiesty's father, Lontrell Williams Sr., and another Memphis rapper known as Big 30 appeared in federal court today. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller was in the courtroom in downtown Memphis. So Caitlin, fill us in. What happened today?
Yeah, Joyce. So they're actually still in.
She retarded? Is something wrong with her?
I'm thinking this. No, son, don't say that. That's not right.
No, but I'm saying if she not regular, and they gave her
Kennedy Krieger,
and they gave her a job.
We don't know, man.
Yeah, Joyce, so they're actually still in there, but what I can tell you is that a special agent from the FBI, Marcellus Hobbs, from the Dallas Violent Crimes Task Force, took the stand, and defense attorneys for Lontrell Williams Sr., Pooh Shiesty's father, and Rodney Wright Jr., also known as rapper Big 30, asked Hobbs a key question. Is there any hard evidence, like video surveillance, showing either man possessing a gun or threatening anyone? And Hobbs said no. He also testified that no concrete evidence was found in Wright's.
Oh, so maybe they do have, but they don't have no. They didn't have a gun. What about everybody else?
Son, if Pooh Shiesty, it's too many charges against the man right now. Just him traveling out of state, being involved in a felony.
Yeah,
being involved in a felony. Let's say he didn't have.
If he only owe him a year or two.
Yo, these are all fresh charges. These are all new charges. We ain't talking about what he owed. This is all fresh charges.
Only if Gucci take the stand and point that finger.
Let me ask you this: would you take the stand?
What, me? They about me? Nigga, I ain't no gangster. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'm taking the stand. Ain't a whole lot to it.
And I want to go to witness protection.
No,
mask.
Son, cut it out.
Nobody's
giving you no mask,
go to
man.
Mexico. I never been there before.
Forget it.
Car or Williams' homes when they were arrested. But even so, the judge ruled there is still probable cause for both men and all defendants who appear today based on cell phone data, outside surveillance video, and victim statements that stand uncontested. Right now, we're still waiting for the detention decision, so we're watching to see whether they'll be held or released as we move forward.
Gucci Mane is in a lose-lose situation. He already identified Pooh Shiesty on paperwork.
Right.
His reputation is already dirt. However, there is a drastic difference between identifying somebody in paperwork, and maybe you could talk your way out of that, and taking a stand, pointing at them and snitching on camera for everybody to see.
You gotta go the old way. We're going all the way.
You can never.
I don't get it. Forget it.
Well, if these folks are admitting, we don't got much on these people. We don't got much physical evidence on them. What we do have, though, is witness account of things, witness statements, people who are going to take the stand and testify.
Everybody else
Gucci
is.
Mane doesn't testify, because Gucci Mane was the one who was in the room with Pooh Shiesty when he got robbed. He was the only one there. So if Gucci Mane doesn't take that stand and doesn't testify on Pooh Shiesty, well, Pooh Shiesty could walk. And if Pooh Shiesty walks or get found not guilty,
He
well,
will still
Pooh
say
Shiesty
he's
is coming
told.
home as an absolute living legend, because the streets know Pooh Shiesty did it. Gucci Mane, one, you told for no reason initially because your name is in that paperwork. So now people is looking at you as a snitch, and the person you told don't got no consequences and they free. And that may have implications, because if you don't take the stand, well, guess what? You're telling them folks that you signed that contract under duress. The contract released for Pooh Shiesty, Gucci saying, I signed that under duress. Well, if you don't take the stand and you don't cooperate, and
Then you're not under. Then how are you under duress?
Pooh Shiesty got you on camera signing that contract.
Right.
He can say, I didn't.
And if that's the case, why'd you tell it all? You might as well
I
just.
didn't put, put no gun in Gucci Mane's head and made him release me from my contract. He lying. I went to court, federal court, and got found out not guilty of this. Now, Gucci Mane risked Pooh Shiesty walking free from the contract, beating the Fed case, becoming the biggest rapper on the planet, and Gucci Mane gets nothing. But if Gucci Mane do go to court and take that stand, well, guess what? Now Gucci Mane's reputation is done forever. Gucci Mane can never show his face again in hip-hop. Gucci Mane is now ostracized from hip-hop.
What Flacco was doing right here is trying to paint a picture.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, a false narrative at that.
Everybody snitches now.
Everybody snitches. And listen, I personally, I can only speak for myself.
Hang out with the police.
I can speak for myself, and I can speak for my brother here at Don't Stop Comedy. If Gucci Mane was to take the stand, that wouldn't be considered snitching to me. No. And he gonna get that insurance money too. How you think he gonna get the insurance money?
Right.
I can say, look, man, I had on 3 Rolex watches. They took all 3 of my watches. I had on $1 million chain. He stole all of that, man. I got insurance for that, man. I want that money. I don't know what to tell.
I only find it dishonorable. First of all, I'm not in the street life, so I don't give a damn. But I only find it dishonorable when 2 guys are supposed to be doing something together and one violates the other. To me, that's snitching. That's when it's like, yo,
you violating the code.
You violating the code. Yo, we did we made it. We had a pact. Because you got caught don't mean we got caught. That's something different altogether. But
true.
Somebody robbed you?
I just sent you something, son.
Somebody robbed you? You supposed to keep it 100? No. Because what's the alternative? Go back out in the street and I get locked up?
Right. Again, Gucci Mane been locked up before,
Right,
and
yeah.
Gucci Mane ain't got nothing to prove. He ain't got nothing to prove in the street. He really was one of them dudes who was out there getting money. He did have to handle his business before in the street. That was what, 10, 15 years ago?
If I was Gucci, I'd go right up to Hot 97 or whatever. I mean, to the Breakfast Club. I'd go right up there tomorrow. Yeah, I told, nigga. I can't wait till
I'm
Just
going
tell
to
the
court,
truth.
man.
I'm not a criminal anymore. Kids stop thinking that shit is hot. I don't have to be.
Okay.
Album coming out and so on so.
Absolutely.
Spit some hot fire. Nigga, I'm a rapper.
And on top of that, he owned all his rights and got Pooh Shiesty mastered still. Like you said, I signed that under duress. Anything that Pooh Shiesty, I don't care if he write an album over the phone while he in jail, Gucci Mane get a piece of that.
Period. That's what I think. So, anyway, the streets probably feel otherwise.
Yeah.
Forever. Now, based on who you're talking to, Gucci Mane got support on one end of hip hop, while the other end of hip hop is saying it ain't cool what you doing,
and committed kidnapping in violation of that. Chat, is Gucci's career done? Gucci's a victim of a kidnapping. According to this federal agent, Gucci helped them identify the culprits.
Yo, if they put Gucci out and didn't put 6ix9ine out, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over for hip hop culture. Like I said, we on the outside. We in the balcony just watching you little niggas. But if y'all niggas stop fucking with Gucci.
Right, Gucci Mane.
But you'll let
6ix9ine
slide.
still.
He did better. He done went crazy since he did all that ratting. Come on, man.
And he was a rat.
Come on, man. Just Gucci needs to just proclaim, I'm not in the streets anymore. I am a businessman.
A family man, a family man, and a bit. And I'm gonna tell you the key fact is his wife.
Oh yeah, his wife ain't let him do
his wife ain't for that, man.
Hell no.
Thumbnail can be the difference between
I just sent you something. I want you to check it out.
million. Mr. Beast doesn't guess thumbnails.
It's good
he
too.
has a team split.
I think Gucci should get a pass. He's from Atlanta.
What this guy do?
For Atlanta rapper not to tell, that'll be breaking news.
Damn.
Yo, chat, it's gonna be viral the day an Atlanta rapper be like, yo, breaking news, this Atlanta rapper, with all the reasons to tell, didn't tell. Who cares? And Gucci, is Gucci a street guy anymore?
All right.
This is regular Atlanta business right here. But I gotta be honest with you, Shiesty's fried.
In this situation, I'm okay with whatever Gucci does. Yeah. I'm okay if he went in there and said, them niggas robbed me. I'm okay with that because, like I tell people all the time, Gucci, we get out of the street game and get in the rap game so that the rules do not apply to us. Now, for the people that said, "Oh man, Gucci snitch, man, he need to keep it to the streets and this and that right there." Well, it's not streets. When you're dealing with Atlantic Records or these big old record companies, these are banks. Yeah. When they gonna give you money.
Pooh Shiesty went to jail shortly after his career popped off. So let's just say, like the label gave Gucci Mane, let's say $7 million for Pooh Shiesty. He gave Pooh Shiesty that advance. Pooh Shiesty goes to jail. Pooh Shiesty is in jail. He gets another advance, let's say for like $2 million. Pooh Shiesty come home. He his music is streaming. Let's just say Pooh Shiesty is $3 million in the hole. Well, if Pooh Shiesty forced Gucci Mane with a pistol to release him from out his contract, even though he has $3 million left to recoup, then Gucci Mane is the one who has that debt. Gucci Mane is the one who has to answer.
We know that ain't gonna happen.
Right? So that's why you would say, if you Gucci Mane, this ain't about no street stuff, man. Like, yo, this is business, bro. You can't do that. You can't put no pistol to my head and make me release you out of contract where you still gotta recoup. That ain't cool.
He tried to Suge Knight the nigga.
Now, let's look at the evidence, though, against Pooh Shiesty here. Because people are saying Gucci Mane is fried. Because if Gucci Mane did that, tell him, but he ain't ready to go the full way, he ain't ready to absolutely just burn his bridge and ruin his face card forever in hip hop, then Pooh Shiesty is coming home and walking free, based on how the evidence is looking. Now, according to lawyer Mo, who covers a lot of these hip hop cases, he believes the feds don't really got much on Pooh Shiesty, and it relies on Gucci Mane's testimony. But if Gucci Mane don't testify, then Gucci Mane is still a rat for identifying Pooh Shiesty, but then the man he ratted on is free. And now you got to deal with that.
He just said this week, 9 individuals, including well-known music artists, kidnapped. This happened back on January 10th. Why is the internet wrong? Well, People who are saying that there's this guy on video pulling a gun on Gucci, if the feds have you on video pulling a gun on Gucci while you're on home confinement, not allowed to have a gun on January 10th, you get arrested January 11th, maybe January 12th.
That's facts.
By February, you're cooked. By March, you're already violated and doing your time. This is April. Now, one thing that's to note, I think the fact that we're in April.
Where is Pooh Shiesty? Is he locked up?
He locked up now. So he's saying by virtue that he hasn't already been violated and that they probably don't have him holding the weapon. But he didn't have to hold a weapon. He brought all these dudes in here. Of course he's not holding the weapon.
Yo, again, he went across state lines. Him, his pops. How about this? So who made Gucci Mane sign the fictitious contract?
Right. That they printed up at a Staples.
Right. That they probably got cameras all around Staples showing them printing up the. Come on, man.
Who brought these 9 dudes in here?
These armed felons.
All from Memphis that happened to fly on the same plane we did.
I don't think they flew, son. Not with firearms. They probably drove.
Right, or whatever they did. I mean, they got a couple dollars. They might go private.
I doubt it.
But they probably just drove down. But whatever. Who brought them in here? Who they with? Who they leave with?
And why they keep saying that Gucci, this don't look good for Gucci? Gucci really, believe it or not, he holding all the cards right now.
And he don't gotta drop no more music. Gucci already, he
caked up.
Yeah.
He good. He got artists. He'd get more artists.
But I don't think this would. I like to think that hip hop is starting to grow past the street mentality.
Maybe for the older folks, maybe Gucci generate, but the kids. And again,
the knucklehead kids
they know about the rats.
Yeah, we'll see.
They like rats.
And this came out today is telling because Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, was fired today, and we need to turn the page quickly. But I think this case seems, we'll see. I think obviously the feds have charged kidnapping, and the reason why you charge kidnapping is because it's not larceny. The guy didn't rob the recording deal rights. You're never going to prove to a jury that Pooh Shiesty had a premeditated plan to fly out to Dallas and then he's going to pull a gun on Gucci and get Gucci to sign away the contract rights. That's ridiculous. Okay? There was a lot of people in the room.
This guy an attorney?
There was some.
This dude's an attorney?
He could just be being a contrarian trying to get clips. Because that makes perfect sense. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right, I have no idea.
Violence in that room because the most injuries that we've heard of is some guy got choked and there was some abrasions on his neck. Okay, so something happened. But then beyond that, the feds haven't really put anything. I don't know if this news report is real, but I don't need a news report to tell me that there's no video of Pooh Shiesty holding a gun. Lawyer. Facts. Pooh Shiesty is the most important person on this indictment. The only guy the feds really care about. Facts. Pooh Shiesty allegedly had that gun on him on January 10th. Facts. Pooh Shiesty was not picked up until April 1st. Facts. They are not letting Pooh Shiesty to build a case out on some other people who they don't care about. Stay out for 3 months while they have him on camera with a gun. And potentially he could have done another crime and then they would have been never going to happen. Okay, now let's talk about the case, right? So what you have in this case is a case of 6 people who have been charged. Okay, and 6 people are there and present. What did each of them do? What is each of their roles? Was there a conspiracy? Did they actually plan and plot to go and be there? None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that the ankle monitor places him there.
We are in the house. We're going to rob a check cashing spot, but we need more people. We take 4 other guys. So there's 6 of us. We all go into the check cashing spot. One of us got a gun. I don't have a gun. I have a firearm. There you go. Have a firearm. You don't have a firearm, but one of them has a firearm. We all go into the check cashing spot. The check cashing spot gets robbed. The police come. They lock all of us up. So they're gonna let everybody else go?
No. They're
just gonna take the person that's got the one gun, or do we all fall under that one charge?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
We all co-conspirators, correct?
Yeah. Right. That's
so that makes me. That's what they call your rat partner. So you catch the rat. That's your rat partner. Yeah. What is he talking about with this baseball cap on back? Was this an attorney for real?
That's what they say.
Goofy ass.
None of that shit is going to get proven from the fact that you have surveillance camera from the drugstore across the street showing people leave. None of that shit is going to get proven by any of that. What it will come down to is witness testimony, and that's all it is. And so you're going to see the case play out.
We've never been at a more important place in the culture than this moment right here.
No, we haven't. Yes, we have.
I would say 2024 was the last time we were at this point in the culture. But what happened? In 2024, we were at a point in the culture where I feel like the general consensus in the culture was the streets got to go. The streets are stupid. And then coincidentally, conveniently, Kendrick Lamar drops a record where he's crip walking, he's blood walking, and now crip walking and blood walking and gang banging is cool again. Right on time, right on.
What are you trying to say? Kendrick Lamar's part of the conspiracy? What are you trying to say?
I don't know what this nigga is saying. Flacco our guy, but I ain't.
When we were getting ready to make that pivot, Kendrick Lamar made gang banging cool. Now, we're far removed from that, from that era. Now we're at the pivotal point again where, okay, it's time to make a decision. Is snitching cool or is snitching not cool? I feel like if Gucci Mane goes to that courthouse, take that stand, and comes out and survives that stand, and survives taking a stand against Pooh Shiesty, and nobody cares, and nobody treats Gucci Mane differently, and Gucci Mane still gets to come out here, tour, make music, drop hits, and he still gets to move around the industry freely, that'll be the death of anti-snitching. That'll be the death of it. If Gucci Mane does that, come out, and he's still allowed to operate in the industry and move around freely and do what he got to do, and he still got fans and he's still moving, because we've never seen this before.
Fans don't
6ix9ine came out, 6ix9ine career over with.
No, right.
Gunna is still denying he snitched.
Gunna came out.
Snitching is so
Gunna came out and dropped the album. Right, the album did pretty well. He had award shows and everything.
Right.
Area is so gray area that we don't even, like, some people think Gunna didn't snitch, while some think he did snitch. Right? Gunna came back to LA, was in the trenches after that incident because folks are saying he didn't snitch. But if Gucci Mane take that stand, point a finger and said, that man did it, and get off that stand and survive, that's the death. That's the death of anti-snitching. That's the death of it. We can now move past this conversation on whether or not the culture care about snitching anymore.
That'd be nice.
We don't.
Yeah. I hope you do go up there and tell on these niggas, man.
Right, because, I mean, in my personal opinion, the code, the no snitching code, only protects criminals. It never protects the weak. It never protects the innocent. It doesn't protect our communities or our families. Fact. It only protects criminals. Name one person who benefits from not snitching other than that's not a criminal.
Nobody.
Like,
that's literally.
How it is. This is what we do. For what? So the criminals can be safe? I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Anyway, next story. Mic check.
1, 2.
Oh, man. Ooh, we're failing as a people.
Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Violence. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Violence.